Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and will Deadpool and Wolverine team up with an anarchist Avengers lineup? A cryptic new social media video posted by Ryan Reynolds shows an Avengers logo flag with an Anarchy A painted over it with no explanation as to what this means, but I think based on trailer footage and other clues that we've been gathering that this could be referring to a motley crew of a reject Marvel hero lineup. The biggest cameos that all the marketing for this film has still somehow hidden from us. So in this video, I'm going to break down all of Deadpool and Wolverine's anarchist Avengers teammates, the ones that Wade and Logan will use to attack Cassandra Nova's compound. So yes, Ryan Reynolds posted on his Instagram just this silent video of an Avengers logo flag flapping in the wind with the A with the circle around it that was formed after the Battle of New York in 2012, and the S, the T, the R, and the K all dropped off, leaving only the A that Tony Stark reincorporated into the new logo for the Avengers. And assuming this flag is from the set of Deadpool and Wolverine, it tells us that somewhere in this movie's post-incursion wasteland setting is some version of Avengers Tower or Avengers Compound. Now, I don't recall seeing any blue flags with Avengers logos in those locations. Customized flags were not really Tony Stark's style, but I'm assuming that pro-Avengers insignia did exist in the MCU, especially since in Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan attended the Avengers Day Expo in Jersey City, and flags and banners and merch with this logo, all kinds of pro-Avengers crap was all over the place there. So either Avengers Tower or Avengers Compound or that Jersey City Avengers Expo ended up dumped in this location beside the corpse of Giant Man and all the other Marvel landmarks. The TVA's Void in Loki Season 1 Episode 5 had an alternate version of Avengers Tower labeled QENG for Kang Enterprises, a corporation headed up by the Kang variant Mr. Griffin. But if this movie Deadpool and Wolverine could establish who actually bought Avengers Tower, or at least reference this never answered question by Marvel Studios, I would be so happy. But what does it tell us that the Avengers flag was tagged with an anarchist A? What is Ryan Reynolds trying to communicate with this? Well, it reminds me of this weird detail that I have been laser focused on in past videos where I've been obsessing over Deadpool and Wolverine footage, is this shot from the Like a Prayer trailer of Wade and Logan charging into Cassandra Nova's compound formed by Giant Man's corpse, running forward from their blue van and fighting through the foot soldiers in this compound. But who were the other passengers of this van? Well, this lateral shot is the one where we spotted an obscured female figure in black form-fitting clothes and boots and an exposed elbow. And we're almost certain that that elbow belongs to Jennifer Garner as Elektra, the first major cameo who was actually confirmed to appear in this movie all the way back in summer 2023. But in interviews since then, Jennifer Garner has weirdly played coy about her involvement in this film, leading us to wonder that her role in this movie could be from a plot point that Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy had really wanted to keep under wraps, perhaps because it involves even bigger cameos. Like, by comparison, the trailer footage has no problem revealing some cameos to give us a taste of what's to come, like Aaron Stanford Pyro, Ray Park Toad, Vinnie Jones Juggernaut, Jason Fleming Azazel, Kelly Hu Lady Deathstrike, Tyler Mane Sabretooth, and the rest. But I think the trailers would only be okay showing us these faces if they had even bigger cameos that they have still been able to hide from us. I think Jennifer Garner Elektra is part of that additional group, and so are a number of others, and that this movie will refer to them as the Anarchist Avengers, or Anarchy Avengers, or A-Team Avengers, or maybe just Avengers Anarchy. So looking back at that blue van, I pointed out that all of the doors in the back hatch of the van are open, despite in this shot only Logan and Wade running forward, meaning that far more people were stuffed into this van and ran out with them. Various scooper accounts online have speculated all kinds of names, but here is a short list of possibilities. Daphne Keane as X-23. Yes, while promoting The Acolyte, Daphne Keane claimed that she would not be in Deadpool and Wolverine, but you know what? Vinnie Jones said he wasn't going to be in this movie. Jennifer Garner is saying she's not going to be in this movie, and on The Acolyte, Manny Jacinto did some careful tap dancing when it came to big reveals about his character. So I think that all of these actors went through some effective media training when it came to promoting these Disney projects. And I can confirm, as part of a news outlet who has started to get invited to these press junkets, Deadpool and Wolverine is being extraordinarily restrictive about cast members talking to press before this movie comes out. And I think it's because there are just so many cameos in this movie that trailers have not shown, and they just don't want to risk like Hugh Jackman or Matthew McFadden or Emma Corrin slipping up on camera. So I still feel good about Daphne Keane X-23 being one of these anarchist Avengers. Okay, next, Jennifer Garner Elektra. Her involvement in this movie is obviously confirmed. Next, Halle Berry Storm. We have not really heard anything from Halle Berry about this, but she also hasn't been out there promoting anything else lately, aside from the movie Union coming to Netflix on August 16th. But Netflix doesn't really do much promotion and press junkets with cast until about a month out, because Netflix's marketing is really based on their algorithm promoting stuff to your homepage. But in May 2023, when Deadpool and Wolverine began production, Barry appeared on her Instagram with an Aurora Monroe haircut, and I think based off of that, she's in. Okay, next, Wesley Snipes, Blade. Ryan Reynolds worked with Wesley Snipes when Ryan played Hannibal King in Blade Trinity, and he did not have that great of experience. But I wonder if Blade's appearance in this movie could be part of the complication with the studio's Mahershala Ali Blade film. There's just been a lot of rumors out there that Wesley Snipes' Blade is going to be in this movie. Okay, next, Chris Evans, Human Torch. I think Chris Evans is always down to show up in a Ryan Reynolds, Sean Levy project since he did have that fun cameo in Free Guy. Recently, Joseph Quinn said that he had not been in touch with Chris Evans or Michael B. Jordan, but loved their work. And with John Krasinski as a fan-casted Reed Richards in Multiverse of Madness, obviously Marvel Studios loves the idea of alternate universe Fantastic Four members showing up. And this movie, if it's going to be a celebration of all these forgotten eras of Marvel past, they're going to need someone from the Tim Story Fantastic Four film, and potentially even someone from the Josh Trank Fantastic Four film. And other than Michael Chiklis as the Thing, I think Chris Evans as the Human Torch kind of just makes the most sense, especially if they're going to need someone to fight fire with fire, like a hot-headed Human Torch versus an Aaron Stanford Pyro. Okay, next, Gambit, played either by Taylor Kitsch from X-Men Origins Wolverine or maybe by Channing Tatum. But either way, we're going to get some version of Gambit. And then Famke Janssen as Jean Grey or Phoenix, because as Logan's love interest that haunted him throughout James Mangold's 2013 The Wolverine, that could just be something that Wade makes fun of him for. And then rounding out this lineup, sure, why not? Ben Affleck, Daredevil. If Jennifer Garner Elektra is coming to this, it kind of just opens the door for Ben Affleck. So to recap these anarchist Avengers, we got Deadpool and Wolverine, Jennifer Garner Elektra, Daphne Keene X-23, Halle Berry Storm, Wesley Snipes Blade, Chris Evans Human Torch, Taylor Kitsch or Channing Tatum as Gambit, Famke Janssen Phoenix, and Ben Affleck Daredevil. Those are all some big A-lister names, and you can imagine why they're the big cameos important for Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy to keep under wraps. This is the A-team represented by this flag that Logan and Wade will put together to fight Cassandra Nova and Toad, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, Pyro, Juggernaut, Azazel, and the rest. And with so many of these team members as former X-Men alongside Hugh Jackman, why Avengers and not like X-Men or some version of X-Men? Well, maybe he calls it the Avengers to account for Elektra and Daredevil and Human Torch and Blade being on this team. I'm also now wondering if this anarchist Avengers flag might connect to the lingering mystery of why Marvel Studios placed the asterisk beside the Thunderbolts title. Kevin Feige even noted that in his interview for the official Marvel podcast this week.
I'm very excited for Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Agatha All Along, and Captain America Brave New World, and Thunderbolts with an asterisk.
It was confirmed that Marvel is returning to Hall H in San Diego Comic-Con this year, and their panel will likely be on Saturday, July 28th, which is the same weekend of Deadpool and Wolverine's release. And then Disney's D23 event, which usually follows up San Diego Comic-Con with additional Marvel announcements, will be coming August 9th, 10th, and 11th. So maybe that asterisk is for now a placeholder for an announcement of the new title that could be some reference to the anarchist Avengers in this movie. I don't really know. But this blue van might not be the only blue ride these anarchist Avengers ride in this movie, because the latest IMAX poster for this film includes the letter X in IMAX in yellow with blue trim and bullet holes, obviously matching Wolverine's suit in this movie. If you look closely, right in the middle of that X, that is absolutely the X-Men Blackbird jet. Since this movie is going to have the Fantastic Car, an Iron Man themed Red Skull V16 coupe, the truck from Moon Knight, why wouldn't the wreckage of the X-Men's Blackbird show up as well? And they wouldn't bring in the Blackbird without at least a few of the X-Men that we've seen pilot it. Comment down below with your thoughts. You can follow me at EA Voss, subscribe to all 3 channels in the new Rockstars Network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.